all the tips for awesome mutagen farming in The Witcher 3. You can get infinite red, green and blue ones. Stay tuned for that. What's up guys, I'm Franky Boy on this channel covering everything regarding The Witcher 4. And welcome to today's guide. We're going to be talking about methods to farm your mutagens to get your Geralt to the next Rivia level, and it's going to be great for you. So tip number one, let's turn to the alchemy tab. One thing you can easily do is of course to craft the mutagens or to transform them into yet another color. Always keep that in mind that you can change the color of them with the necessary ingredients, e.g. honeysuckle and so on. Please keep that in mind. You need at least 4 mutagens of each type, so 4 blue, 4 green, 4 red before entering New Game Plus. You will thank me later. Get that done. So the best way to farm those is indeed in the Blood and Wine DLC with monster nests. In my case, I was visiting this monster nest, northern from the Tesha Mutna ruins or northeast, and western from the Trastamara hunting cottage. And it's that simple. And by the way, if you're having a hard time finding monster nests, use the Witcher 3 interactive map, hide all and then filter in the nests again. You will easily be able to find them. You need those with the worms in the Blood and Wine DLC. And yeah, they take a long time to finish, but I found a way to respawn them without the worms, but the nest is filled up again. It's awesome. It's pure awesomeness. So how does it work? You first kill the worms, and it might take some time. They have respawns, they have phases like that, and once you did it, you will be extremely happy, as I was putting my sword away accidentally. But yeah, then you of course bomb the nest as usual. People who watch my videos regularly know the drill already. Simply go to the nest and loot everything except for one item. Also of course loot the mutagen, leave one item in, escape, go away, and the monster nest won't be finished. Now the great part is here you can simply stay in the range of the nest and meditate. Meditate for, I think you need 3 days, but with 5 or 4 you are on the absolutely safe side. So simply do that. I will meditate right here and you can go back. Everything is back, but the worms aren't. They are still dead, yet the nest is reset, which is awesome. So no fight, but 3 mutagens. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that. And yeah, sometimes you of course have to check if you managed to time it correctly. But yeah, I did, and escape it again. Have yet another mutagen. I didn't do it too much. I did it 4 times right now, but it definitely works, and still in the current patch. And you can see I have far enough of those. A lot of green ones as well, yet I don't know why they sometimes stack and why not exactly. I think those might be crafted ones. Now method number 3 is also from the Blood and Wine DLC, and you have to finish the quest of the Blood and Wine DLC for it. Then you go to your Corvo Banco vineyard, and then you will get a special item in your own room. It's right here on the left hand side, and yeah, simply make sure to check the drawer. While I don't have it in this playthrough, I show it in yet another video. It's the Mutagen Generator, and it's a device for creating mutagens. How awesome is that? You simply need to farm mobs and monsters, and yeah, after you killed 100, you get one. But the first method I showed you is far more speedy than this version, but it's great for passively farming those without even noticing, well, at least after you finish the game. But you can of course take it to the next level with a New Game Plus, I think. I'm not too sure. Well, no, it's a quest item. You won't take it, I think. It would be too great though. Now, of course, there are other things you can do to get the mutagens. The most obvious one is Witcher contracts, because why? You will encounter Witchers at Witcher contracts. Sure. Makes total sense to then hunt down those monsters that give you the mutagens. Especially of course in the Blood and Wine DLC, because yes, one thing for sure, that is where the big stuff is dropping. Also of course harvesting for the alchemy stuff I just mentioned is great, as well as The synergy talent. Keep that in mind for your mutagens because you deal increased mutagen damage with attack power. Of course, you have increased life or increased sign intensity with the corresponding other colors. But yeah, it totally makes sense to go grab some enemies that are monsters also if you don't want to do the glitch with or the exploity stuff with the monster nest. But it is the by far best thing you can do in that game to actually farm those mutagens. While I myself might do that big game hunter quest right now because I haven't done like a side quest in The Witcher in years. I'm simply roaming around doing random stuff, and yeah, it seems like a fun time to go back and do a quest, right? If you guys were wondering why it's so snowy in my Toussaint version, I have a video about the favorite mods in 2024 for The Witcher 3, and there I tell you which mods I'm using and why it might be looking snowy right here. And yeah, it's just different aesthetics, totally different in my opinion. Of course, you have that Mediterranean flair somehow because of the vegetation, of course, but mixed it with snow, which is quite funny. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but for a mod it's yet still an interesting opportunity to take when you're playing in winter. And I myself, I can only speak of myself, I play The Witcher 3 in winter most of the times. That's when I get this feeling. I don't know why that is, but I first encountered The Witcher 3 in winter as well. So, oh, that quest, I think I know it. Yeah. And sometimes I feel like the loading screen is taking so long because of the winter mod I just installed, because it's summer only in the Blood and Wine DLC. But yeah, this cutscene also has some wintry aesthetics. Wow, is that a bug? Yeah, obviously comes with some disadvantages. I think I still remember that quest and it turned out... Yeah, I'm not telling you how it turned out because that wouldn't make sense for you if you want to play it yourself, since The Witcher 3 still is a story game and about story, and that is why I love The Witcher 3 so much, in case you didn't notice yet if you're new to my channel or so. It's my favorite game and one of the games where I rarely pay attention to the story at all, because sometimes I'm a more grindy type. You might have also noticed that when I create my videos, I like to say, yeah, I grind this and I grind that, and most of the people out there are more like for enjoying the story and the journey rather than going for killing cows for 10 hours. That's not what people usually like to do, and I can get it. Yeah. Oh, yep. Some multi-kill with a split bolt. I think there are so many nice bolts out there to the crossbow. You should definitely pay attention to that weapon as well. And did you know that there is like a mutation for crossbow? I mean, likely you did, but it increases the damage from 137 to 1k, which is quite a lot. Also gives you the use of combat and alchemy traits here, and you can of course enhance it with like a crossbow build. It's really an underdog build though. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's fun, and I think trying this, if you're playing The Witcher for the 1000th time, maybe try building a crossbow Geralt. High of course in resource consumption, because you of course need all of those bolts, but it might be fun for you. So yeah, farming could be a great idea ahead if you're on that build, and playing with your sword might be even harder because, yeah, for obvious reason. Alright, it seems like I'm getting off the track right here because I love Witcher 3 so much. So I hope you guys have a great time. Have a great time with your mutagens, and you now know how to farm them. The most efficient way, of course, is the farming version, the manipulated cheatier version, I'd say. But yeah, there are of course more possibilities for you, e.g. Witcher contracts, and transmuting them into the ones you need. Hopefully that helped you guys out, and I will speak to you in the next Witcher 3 video, which is likely be coming out soon, because I worked on a lot of Witcher videos before my holiday. I eventually went to South Africa, and maybe right now I am there. So greetings from there. Oh, new marker. I didn't expect that. So I'm taking care of this, you're taking care of yourself, and I will speak to you in the next video. Bye bye guys, and also make sure to of course check out this. This could totally help you out, because it's the top 3 builds for The Witcher 3, and builds are awesome because they build your strong Geralt, or that one which is recommended to you by YouTube. Thank you so much, and again, bye bye.